What's up, natural bodybuilding world? This is John Bossy covering the 2013 NGA Utah, and I'm here with the winner of the figure overall, Tanya Wilson. And I've been trying to catch up with Tanya at previous shows. She's had quite a successful career in figure. So Tanya, please tell us a little bit about your competitive background.
I started with bikini and did that for about 2 years, and I kept admiring the figure bodies and more, and training harder and harder in the gym. And finally I asked the judges, got feedback, which is always important, and they said you should transfer over to figure if you want to be more successful, which was my ultimate goal.
Very good.
So
maybe tell us a little bit about your bikini placings. Were you satisfied with that? It just simply was a aspiration to do figure? Or?
Well, bikini, I never placed except for once. I got third once in Masters, and I did not understand why. And like I said, I got that feedback, and they told me, they said, hey, you need to transfer to figure because you got a little bit more muscularity and a little bit more muscle separation. So that was the best news I could ever hear, ever. Yeah. So that's why I went that direction. And now I want to do physique.
Very cool. Definitely a compliment to hard training. So maybe tell us a little bit about your thoughts, if you see any differences in terms of how you would train, maybe changes you made training from bikini to figure, or are you just simply just doing it longer?
Muscle memory has a lot to do with it. I would definitely say that. My eating has gotten a lot cleaner, a lot more natural, a lot more if it comes from the ground, and no artificial sugars and stuff like that. But I would say that doing your best and doing your hardest at the gym every day and never copping out, never giving, you're accountable for everything that you do. And that's really just all it comes down to is you got to make yourself accountable.
Definitely a lifestyle. Tell us a little about your training style in terms of, like how often you train, kind of sets, reps, just general gist of how you like to train.
I change it up depending on my boredom level, and I've been really getting into CrossFit lately. I like to do pull-ups. I like to do a lot of one-handed push-ups and push-ups in general, just anything to push myself to the next level. I try to push myself out of the comfort box every day. And if I don't push myself out of the comfort box, then I come back the next day and I do it even harder. So it's just all about setting a new limit and a new height for yourself.
Awesome. Setting PRs, for sure.
PRs are huge.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about what you got planned maybe for further shows as we go later into this year.
I'm hoping to take a year off, to be honest with you. Might do the June NPC, and then, but I love NGA so much, but I might take a year off and try to come back in full force for physique. Awesome. So that's my goal. And fitness. I want to do fitness.
Very cool. Do you have a gymnastics background? Or?
I do not. In fact, I start gymnastics here next month, and I have 2 daughters that are incredible in dance and gymnastics. They perform tonight as well. Awesome. And they just aspire me to... They're true athletes, true athletes. Anybody who can do what those kids can do, then, they can do the fitness background, and they can lift weights, and they can eat, and they can play, and they can school. They're true athletes.
Very cool. So. Definitely about having a balanced lifestyle and keeping everything in check there. So maybe tell us a little bit of advice, I guess, just for longevity in the sport. It sounds like you've been doing it for a little while. How to not get discouraged and, try the next class or try something different. Try something new just to spice it up.
Yes. If it's not fun anymore, then quit. You've got to figure out why you started, and hold on to that. Hold on to why you started. If you let go of the reason why you started and you let those winnings take you over, then you lose everything that you ever dreamed of doing. It's about finding what's inside of you spiritually. So. It's just, honestly, you got to make it fun. If you don't make it fun, if you don't dig deep and figure it out, then you're not going to make it. You're just not going to make it.
Cool. So then if you don't mind sharing, what is your reason? What kind of got you started?
Well, after 3 kids, I got a little fluffy, and I own a bakery, Hot and Sassy Sugar Shop. Sported that in there. And I ate a lot of cake. I still eat a lot of cake, just not when I'm prepping for a show. And I got to keep myself in check, and that's how I started doing it. And my daughters are in dance and gymnastics, and my son is a big-time skateboarder, and watching those kids play like they do, I wanted to play too. So just because I'm 40 doesn't mean I can't play. So awesome. That's what I do. That's really what inspired me as my children.
Very good. Definitely forever young is a good mentality to have. I think we got a lot of good insight here in terms of just balancing your life, trying out different things. If you've thought about competing in something, giving it a shot. What are your thoughts now in terms of training for women's physique? Will you be changing your training style or kind of continuing, or what are you going to do there?
I'm actually I'm going to attempt to go heavier into the CrossFit lifestyle and try to lift fewer reps and heavier weights, and then try to increase through CrossFit. So try to keep the long term, through CrossFit style, if that makes sense.
Sure. Do you find that something like CrossFit helps you keep your off-season weight maybe a little closer to your contest weight? Or
Definitely, yeah, definitely. And the PRs are set with CrossFit. There's nothing more impressive than a woman can jump up to a door frame and pop out 20 pull-ups. I get impressed with myself all the time when I do that. Yeah. So I hope other people do too. But yeah, it's about, like you said, knowing that you can exercise. We're going on vacation, and knowing that I can do all of my exercises right there in the hotel room without a gym because of CrossFit or because of, preparing yourself.
Yep. So. Definitely worth trying to mix in a little bit of functional training into your training. Always some good advice, and certainly can help you stay lean in the off season. Until next time, this is John Bossy here at the 2013 NGA Utah with figure overall winner Tanya Wilson. Thanks for watching.